Did you all know that there are 20-year-olds here on YouTube who are making millions of dollars? Let me say that again. There are people fresh out of high school, young, making more money than I have ever made in my life at any of my full-time jobs. Here on YouTube, content creation is a real thing. It is a fruitful thing to get into. And here's my thing. Why can't we all get a piece of the pie? You know what though? We can. The question is, why aren't you trying? In this video, let's dissect that. Let's get into why we should be a content creator, the do's and don'ts, and the things that could come along with it. Hi y'all, I'm Steven. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, smash that thumbs up and give me a subscribe, y'all. And engagement is key. Leave me some comments down below, especially once you finish watching the video. So, I decided to become a content creator about 2 years ago after I had a major health relapse, and it took me getting back on my feet literally before I decided to pick up the camera. When I had that health relapse, it was my multiple sclerosis. I had a relapse and I ended up bedbound for quite a few weeks. I couldn't get out of bed. I could stumble to the bathroom and that was it. There was no leaving my house. I had to go on medical leave for 6 months from my job just to recuperate. And I came back to work because it was at the end of that 6 months, that was it. I had to come back or I had to go on long-term disability. So I came back to work. I may not have been fully ready, and honestly, every day is still a struggle, but I don't give up. I'm very much gung-ho about healing myself, about getting my life back. So that is another story though. So that's when I decided to pick up the camera, because I was like, you know what? I need to tell my story. I know I'm not the only one suffering. I'm not the only one going through a disease like this, health scares like this. I need to tell my story. There are going to be people who relate to it. There are going to be people who I could maybe even inspire to heal themselves, to just feel better, And that's why I grabbed the camera and I started making my videos. I didn't start off strong, and I definitely didn't take it seriously the way I should have at first. But cut to the beginning of 2024, I really started to go all in on my YouTube, because I was like, you know what? Why am I scared? That's it though. I was scared, but I had to stop myself and ask myself, why? Why are you scared? And then I realized I didn't have a reason. I did not have a reason as to why I was scared to be in front of this camera. And it just took off from there. And I post videos just about things that cross my mind that I'm like, ooh, that needs to be talked about. Things that are in my heart that I'm like, someone needs to hear this. My faith journey, what God has meant to me and how He guides me through everything, every single day. Those are my things, my story to tell. I am not monetized yet here on YouTube, but I'm getting closer each and every day, and I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep trying until it happens, and then we're just going to keep going from there. That does not mean I'm giving up. That's just going to be the pinnacle of the beginning of the rest of my life. Content creation is something anybody, and honestly everybody, should be doing. Everybody should be getting their slice of the pie. Everybody should be here getting monetized. Everyone has a story that needs to be told, a story that is different from any and everybody else, a story that is going to help people live better and more fulfilled lives. So what are you scared of? That's what you have to ask yourself. What are you afraid of? What is keeping you from this journey? Y'all, what is keeping you, what is holding you back? What is keeping you from doing this? Like, there are no, like, 20-somethings making millions here on YouTube, paying off their houses, their cars, living these beautiful, blessed lives that we all deserve to live. So what's stopping us? It's not stopping me anymore. I want those lives. I want to pay off my husband's truck. I want to help pay off our house. I want to keep that roof over our head and keep groceries in the refrigerator. That's it. I don't need to be living extravagantly. I don't need to be on a yacht out at sea. I don't need to be in Dubai watching Beyonce sing for some hotel opening. It was a great performance, and how cool would that have been? I don't need to be doing it though. I just want to live comfortably. That's all I want from this life. That's all I want from my YouTube journey, is to make money to help pay our bills so that we don't ever have to worry about foreclosure or repossessions and different things like that. You guys, what is stopping us though? For me, the only thing stopping me at this point is the YouTube algorithm. I need them to understand my greatness and push even just one video out. One video is all it takes. Get me seen by like 10, 20, 30,000 people so I get the subscribers and the watch hours so I can just keep going from there. It's gonna happen one day though. I let myself get stuck in a rut about a week or two ago, and I didn't post much content because I was kind of demotivated, and I was just kind of like, dude, nothing's working. I'm over it. I don't know what to do. And a fire got lit under my butt this past few days. A lot of it was on my TikTok. I saw an angel number. I woke up to 1111 as my follower count one morning. I was like, you know what? That was God saying, look, listen, I put that in your heart. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why are you stopping? Why are you slowing down? Quit giving up. Quit listening to your inner saboteur and just keep going. Keep going. These YouTube streets are tough. They're rough at times, y'all. And that might be something that is going to unmotivate a lot of people, but don't let it. There's always got to be a few clouds. There's got to be some rain before there's a rainbow. And baby, these rainbows are going to be so epic and so beautiful. Y'all, we got to plant the seeds in our garden and water them. When they start growing and blossoming, that's the beauty, and that's when we're winning. And I can feel it. We're gonna get there. I'm almost there. I can feel it in my soul. I've just got to keep going. I'm not a 20-something. I am 38 years old. I want to be making some of this YouTube money so that I can just live comfortable and pay my bills. That's it. Honestly, end goal would be to be making enough money to where I can retire from my job. But not only that, I can retire my husband so that we can be together and we can just be experiencing life, not trapped in these four walls for 10 hours a day, 4 to 5 days a week. Like, there's so much more to life than this, and that's what YouTube does, and that's what YouTube gives people. So I urge you not to be scared anymore. but to tell your story and be a content creator as well. Because if those 20-somethings can be doing this, why can we not? Those of us who are in our late 30s, our 40s, our 50s, our 60s on up, it doesn't matter how old you are, you have a story. And I'm not the only one that wants to hear it. So come on here and tell it. Let's show these 20-somethings that y'all ain't the only ones. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's change our lives. Let's do it. Let's get this bag, y'all. Love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.